Whoa, that came out perfect.
These must be the Dahnans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadime would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well...
Is that? Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
Just...
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dahna? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why, Law?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now behold!
Law, I'm...
sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
Here!
Divine streak!
Megasonic thrust! You're finished! Catapult!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Wind astral energy!
Through escape!
The wind!
Catapult! Megasonic thrust!
Light astral
Double demon fang!
Lunar correction!
Can't get out of this!
Photon dance in the
Try
wind!
harder!
General
Now!
Seismic
Double demon fang!
Catapult!
You're finished!
Here goes! War with that came
You're
from!
mine!
Water, hear my call! I'll be saving you! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Now, freeze blend!
This one's all this!
Light astral energy!
Eat dirt!
First aid!
Resonate with the earth!
Wind
Double
over
demon
plasma!
fang!
Light astral
Megasonic
energy!
thrust!
Raging Annihilation! Mega Ray! I'll be saving you!
Here I come!
Photon blast! Here's a healing arm!
Resonate with the earth!
Thunderblade! Let me help! First aid!
You're mine! It's over!
Chinese supernova! Light astral and raging cascade! Getting power! Raging cascade!
Prepare to be healed! I'm not done!
First aid! Seal! I'll be saving this one!
Try
Searing
harder!
flame!
My turn!
Reload!
Double
Raging
demon fang!
cascade! Piercing flame of fury! Burning strike!
Tail's a problem. Then let's focus there first.
Double demon fang!
I'll be saving! Here's a healing art! First aid!
You're dead.
Rotating pile driver!
Lightning orb! More attack! You're mine! Air, that one's mine!
I have no limits! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Water, hear my call!
Take this!
Steel!
Double demon fang!
Flame of fury!
Take this! I'm not done!
Not so fast!
Double demon fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Power of water! Divine!
Front! Catapult! Take this!
Russia! Tempting! Catapult!
Here I come! It's over!
I'll face you!
You're mine! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Double demon fang!
Raging cascade!
Megasonic thrust! Here I come!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial Spear!
this!
Pierce
It's
evil!
over! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do! Stay focused! Raging cascades! Searing flames in the wind! Reload! In here! I'll be saving this one! I'm already! Glacial Spear! Lightning orb! More where that came from! Freeze blend! Raging cascade!
Through escape! Try harder! My turn!
In here!
Front!
Mega Ray! Morphin ready!
Swallow blade!
Mega Ray! Light astral
Try
energy!
harder! Eat dirt!
More where that came from! Thunder hail! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
You're finished!
Here's the dance in the wind! Freeze
Megasonic thrust!
Photon blast! Dance in the wind!
Now you see what I can do!
In here! Lunar correction!
No escape!
Lunar blast!
Pierce!
Deity!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
I owe you one.
More where that came from!
Take it!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Take that! Water, hear my call! Spread! Thunder hail! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Double demon fang!
I'll face you!
Mega Ray!
Tornado drive!
Here I come!
Thunder blade!
The everlasting dark! Negative gate!
Resonate
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Take this! Double demon fang! Splash! Swallow this one's all mine!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
This should
One more. Air thrust. Like extra energy.
Tornado drive.
First aid. Thank you. Ready to go. Lunar catapult. Let the orb. Back into the raging cascade.
Take this.
In here.
No escape.
Benediction light.
Dance in the eruption. Feel the power of water stockpile.
You're mine.
Elusive deity.
Let me help.
Try harder. Now. You're mine.
Dance in the wind.
I'll blind you with the
Air
stuff.
thrust. Steering flare.
You're finished.
Reload.
You're mine.
Extra energy. Lunar correction.
You're mine. Slash.
Gemini.
Benediction light.
It's over.
Dance in the wind. Air
Here I
thrust.
come. Here. You picked the wrong fight. This ends now.
Here's my
It's
raging
over.
cascade.
And there goes the tail.
What? Let's do this.
I'll be saving this way.
I'm not done.
Power of
Time
water.
demon fang.
Now.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almadria got away. Rinwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Dahnans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almadria did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almadria who did it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Ah.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You're mine! Now! Eternal devastation! It's over!
It's a duel of the arts!
Double demon fang! Destruction!
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Take it!
Do it! Sion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Not again! Everlasting strike! Negative pistol! No escape! Megasonic drop! Here!
Thunder Flame of Endurance! Burning Strike!
Let's refrain from losing.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance. Discourteous, huh?
Here's a dance in the wind by the power of water. It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Megasonic thrust! Double demon fang!
Resonate with the earth!
Turbine alpha! Megasonic thrust! No escape!
In a bind?
It's over!
Dance in the wind.
Megasonic thrust!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Whoa! Hi, Hoodle.
Strike!
Field.
Double demon fang!
On your
Take this!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Here I come! Mirage!
Resonate with the earth.
Take this!
In here.
Megasonic thrust!
I'll be saving
Your
you.
friend!
Like energy. More with that.
Take this!
Power of
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
And the pummeling to me.
Here I go.
Burn!
One more.
Take this!
Shining
Double demon fang!
Flame. Now.
Everyone hanging in there?
Let's dispose of the trash.
I'm not done!
Megasonic
Megasonic thrust!
Supernova.
It's over! You're mine!
Law, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almeidria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
Whoa! Out of our way!
In a bind?
Megasonic thrust!
Resonate with the earth!
Stoop back!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Air pressure! Here!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn!
Searing flame! Reload!
Double demon fang!
I'm ready to work!
Catapult! You're mine!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Looks like we got them all.
What is this? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
I'm not done! Here!
Resonate with the earth!
Megasonic thrust!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
You're mine! Not today!
More for the stockpile.
Everyone hanging in there?
No choice!
Benediction light.
You're mine! You're finished! Rising Falcon!
I'm not so good with airborne targets. This one's mine.
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
Do it! No sooner said than done. Astral energy!
Say no more!
Not a chance!
Elusive deity! Mirage!
Rotating pile driver!
Don't get careless.
Coming through!
It's over! Megasonic thrust!
Their hide is thick as armor.
It's over!
Armor won't save
Close
us!
one. By the raging cascade.
This
Do
one
it.
keeps charging us!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Now, Stolim. This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
Its armor's too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest! Take this! Double
Do it.
demon fang!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Everyone hanging in there? We should be able to cook here. I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hoodle. I don't know what to do. Whoa, that came out perfect.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria. Was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done. or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Niaz its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Opponent like this should be easy. Bring him down! Burn and fire support!
That may prove a thorn in our side.
Engaging!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Now! Here I come! Double demon fang! My turn!
Steering
It's over! Resonate with the earth! Take this!
Hear my call!
You're finished!
Air thrust! Red! Nothing gets
Easy and snaring to me.
Yeah!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Let's dispose of the trash. You think that shield will save you? Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance! I'm not done! Here I come! I'm ready! Totally!
Storm!
In an instant! Impact block!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Let's see what you've
Here I
got.
come! Double demon fang! This one's all mine! Dance on the wing! Here I come!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Can't get out of this!
Too fast!
Stand back! Demons descend! Flashing fang! No! You're mine! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! It's over!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
What is this?
Let's see what you've got.
Now you see what I can do! My beyond! Elusive deity! Take down their defenses! Take this! We're not finished!
I'll be saving this one!
Too strong!
Be like it!
In here!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! I'm not done! You're mine!
In here!
No!
Still
get complacent.
An opponent like this should be easy. You got shattering! Attack time! I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn!
Lightning orb! Dance in the wind!
It's over!
Do it!
Chunr! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Now! You're mine!
Feel! Back into the
No
flow!
escape!
Resonate with the earth!
Now! More where that came from!
Looks like we got them all.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Strike!
In here!
I can carve through it! We're not finished!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Get lost!
Stop them!
Is it too late to comfort our differences?
Got you now! Win! Take this! You're finished! Severing blade! Searing gale!
Anything in armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do!
You're mine! Pierce! Sonic thrust! Mega Sonic! You're finished! Pierce through! I'll teach you demon fang! I'm not done!
Cast on the wind!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
I never miss! Photon, dance in the wind! Confiscated! Flame of fury! Burning
Demon fang!
Lightning orb! Here I go! More with that!
SD airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
You're on!
The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
An opponent like this should be easy. You got anything in armor is all mine! Megasonic thrust!
They really don't give up, do they? Air thrust!
It's over! You're mine! Double demon fang! No, you can't!
Water,
It's
hear my
over.
call! Dance in the wind!
Sonic thrust! Megasonic thrust! Pierce through! Here I come!
I'm out of arrows! Stockpile!
Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Filter field!
I owe you one.
Healing left astral dance in the
Double
wind!
demon fang!
In here!
Pierce through!
I'll bet
Double demon fang!
Seminar also!
No further!
Annihilation! Thunder field! Deathfall!
Can you take it?
Dance in the wind!
Double demon fang! Severing wing! You're mine!
Stockpile!
You're finished! Here I come! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Lunar blast!
Sonic thrust!
Captivity!
What in the world? Dohalim!
I'm all right.
Hey, that
I'm still standing.
Not in your dream!
You're mine! Sonic thrust!
An astral art? That's my shield!
Shut him down! Take this! Sonic thrust! Pierce!
Here,
Sonic thrust!
more where that came from!
Try harder!
I'll fix
My
you up.
turn! Captivity! Thanks! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lost! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
These bad guys really don't mess around.
Coming through! Here I come! Megasonic thrust! Sonic thrust! I owe you...
Photon blast! Dance in the
Here I
wind!
come!
My aqua! Air
Double demon fang! I'm ready! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Now! I'm not done!
Flame of fury! Radiant glacial
You're mine! Pierce through! Double
Leave the
demon
ensnaring
fang!
to me.
Yeah! Evan Double to me!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! You're mine!
Ready!
It's over!
Water!
Here
Hear
I
my
come!
call!
You're finished!
Hitting wildfire! Flame of fury!
It's over! I'm ready!
Kitara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Go no further!
You're mine! Got you now!
Elusive armor won't save you!
Like this!
Take my revenge on you!
Rebel! Stop now!
Flying freak! What did they just sit still?
Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Pierce through! Double demon fang!
Confiscated!
I'm ready!
Double beam!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Here!
Not a
Flame
chance.
of fury!
Severing Wind! You're mine! You're mine! I'm ready! Megasonic Thrust! Death on the way! Try harder! My turn! I'll grind you into dust! Pierce through! Captivity! It's go time! Take this!
Here I go! Raging Cascade! Glacial Steel! Piercing Death to the wind!
It's
In
over!
here, Lancer!
Here I
Lord
come!
of the stockpile!
Double Demon Fang!
I'll face you.
Where would that
Not so
came from?
fast.
I can handle it! Lunar Corruption!
I give you respect! Double Demon Fang! Come back, will ya? Try harder! No! Megasonic Thrust! Come back,
It's in the
will ya?
sky,
Pierce
it's mine!
through!
Here's a healing!
Try harder! Megasonic Thrust! Double Demon
Do
Fang!
it! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
That was a little close for comfort.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Bring him down! Double Demon Fang! Here I come!
Now! Reverence! Astral energy! Full throttle!
My turn! I'm not done!
Wind astral energy!
Do it! Blow them away!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
This looks nice and tough.
Out of our way!
You got you! Like steel crush!
This one's mine! You'll pay for what you did!
For my lord! We're not finished!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you truly! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Lost! Demon's Descent!
Flashing fang! I'm ready! Loot them all! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come! I see one, eh?
Can't be I'm the true gunslinger around here!
Got you now! It's over!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Underneath!
Armor won't save you.
Got shield? We're not finished!
Yeah. And
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now!
Dance in the wind!
Wind!
Sleep now!
I'm ready! Come on!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Take it!
No chance! I'm done!
Let the marksman handle this! Mega Ray!
Lunar Rondo! Pierce through! Sonic Drop!
Dance in the wind! Air drop! Hear my call!
You're finished!
anything in armor is all mine. I can carve through armor.
I'm not done! You're
I'm all
finished!
stuffed up! Annihilation!
I'm not done! Here I come!
Fire! Pierce evil!
You're finished!
Taking pile
Here I
Split
come!
sphere! Pierce evil!
Double Demon Fang! Doubling Wind! Searing! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nicely done.
Out of our way!
You're mine!
Healing circle!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning!
Searing Gale! It's over!
Water! Hear my call!
Ignite! And here I come! You're finished! On
Water! Hear my call! Raging cascade! Do it! In here!
Go lead!
Hey!
Blow them away! Not a chance! Damn it!
Raging
Too fast!
storm!
Stand back.
Correction!
Zip it up. In a bind.
Pierce through!
Aqua!
I'm ready! Totally!
Annihilation!
In an instant! Impact Block!
I've been doing really great lately.
That equipment should come in handy.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Lunar corruption!
Resonate with the earth! Still out,
Vanquish darkness! Escape my judgment!
Take this!
Divine strength!
Take this!
Sweet dreams! By the power of water! Photon kill! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Sonic thrust!
My astral energy!
I'm ready! Rinwell!
Demon's descent!
Flashing bang!
You managed to pull through.
What is this?
way!
Now you'll learn! This one's all mine! Sonic thrust! Elusive deity! You're mine! I'm going in! The rebel! Stop them! Searing distance!
Do it! Lock!
Demon's descent! Flashing bang! My turn! On your I'm not done! You're out! Double demon bang!
Being interrupted.
Here I come! Captivity! No escape! Double demon bang! No escape!
I'll face you.
You're my no escape! Double demon bang! Severed win!
Here's the evil! Vanquish
Take it!
Free Blazer!
You picked the wrong fight!
Divine!
You're mine! You're
incantation ruins.
Severing wind! Lunar roller!
Can you take it?
Lightning attack!
Can you take it?
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Double demon blade! Sonic thrust! Double demon blade! Wing!
Gemini Aqua!
Take it! Pierce through!
Lightning
Sonic
Orb!
thrust!
Rinwell! Demons descend!
Flashing fang! My turn! Sonic thrust! I have no limits! Crush!
Here's a hero!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
Heal!
Healing circle!
There!
Vanquish darkness!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Water!
Sonic
Hear my
thrust!
call! Divine
Sonic
Flame!
thrust! Wind! Sonic thrust! You're mine!
Raging Cascade!
Pierce through!
Hear me! Feel the fury!
Illusion!
Alright, stockpile!
Take this!
Gemini Aqua!
Sonic thrust! Wind!
Take that!
Sonic
Raging
thrust!
Cascade! Searing Flame! Reload!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
So you clamor for my true power?
Healing circle!
Take
I'm
this!
grateful.
Watch them sweep! Annihilate! Lightning Orb! Dance in the wind!
Pierce through!
In here!
Attack from the wind!
Recover!
Thanks.
Magic is there!
Try harder! Now! Take this! Double demon fang!
More field! Wind astral energy! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
In here!
This should do it!
Steering
No
flame!
escape!
Reload! Wind
Double
astral
demon
energy!
fang!
More
Severing wind! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! We won.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?